I'm your host, Christopher B., and my co-host, the lovely, beautiful Candace. Her hair's just luxurious. Her complexion is rich. Candace, where are you?
Good morning, Chris. Rise and shine, rise and grind. I apologize for not being on camera this morning. It was a long night. I was up late working hard.
Well, let me tell you something, Candace. First of all, you are so beautiful, it doesn't even matter. You can get right out to bed and look. Now, me, if I tried to jump out and get on camera, folk be calling the paramedics, the police, but you are good. But anyway, I understand how that is. Listen, hello. How was your weekend? How you doing?
The weekend was great, but I saw yesterday that there's a new development with Veterans Village. So tell me about that.
Oh, you saw that? You saw it? Listen, we've acquired 10 acres in North Carolina. We're going to be looking to put up 35 to 40 container homes for our homeless veterans, and the deal just came through yesterday. My partner, Dave, took care of that with his company and so forth. And, it's mind-boggling.
Wow.
I remember it was a year ago I had the dream. And you know how you get with people, it just don't be right. Sometimes you have to sit back on something and let the universe bring you the right people, and COVID came in, so forth and so on. And so Dave had a chance to contact me and said, is willing to make that dream come true. Obviously, we had an episode on it. I want to be able to replay that. I want to get it back on the show so that we can talk about that. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's huge.
I just don't believe our veterans should be treated in any kind of negative way. My dad's a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear about the problems at the VA hospital, the wait times, or you have some veterans that are on the street. These are our true heroes, okay, to me. Now, this is only my perspective, but to me, that's our true heroes. I love our sports stars. I love everybody else. But when you go to put your life on the line to make sure that I have my freedoms, you're my superhero.
Absolutely.
You my Iron Man, And so we're getting, all the people that are on the same page of that and making sure that we can have some housing and beautiful villages all around the country. Now, although we're in North Carolina, we intend to do these villages in 50 cities around the country. And, we have the ability to do it. We have the manufacturing. We have the bank to give these veterans, mortgages. They have vouchers out of the VA that when housing is identified, they have vouchers that they can give veterans to, apply to the rent or to the mortgage, whatever the case may be. So I have to say, there are some wonderful things out there that can help them. They just need to have identified housing, and that's what we're bringing. So I feel real good about that. I'm glad
love
you
it.
asked.
I love it. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, we're all in it, Ken. We all in it.
No. I know, but that's major. That's a big deal. And I love that you guys are starting. I know it's not here in Georgia where we are, it's in North Carolina, but my roots are in North Carolina. So that's it is. Three of my 4 grandparents are from North Carolina, and the other one is from South Carolina. So, but my roots are in the Carolinas. Yep.
Okay, well, I've got to do a road trip to go there. So when I want to be able to do a show out of there to show the model container, the model home. And, we talked about that on the show before. So I'm going to have to put Misty on, Misty Blue. But I had to put her on the road because I ain't flying nowhere. I'm going to have all the windows open.
Absolutely.
Rona
let me know, because I may be able to take that trip as well and meet you guys down there, and we could do our thing. So
Okay, good. I would love that. And that's what we're looking for. Although I thought maybe you would have handled from here, but if you're there, that's even better. Right now, we're designing right up the exact homes that we're going to have there, and the designers on that. We're going to have pictures and everything that in the next week. Hopefully, we'll be able to display that on next Wednesday. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can get Dave, and we do that show next Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? And talk about it a little. Now, although we've acquired the property and we have the ability to do it, we still have work to do. We still have money to raise. We still want to be able to increase the people and the help, you know? So people that want to get involved, please hit me up at dreamsobig2020 at gmail.com. That's DREAMSOBIG 2020 at gmail.com. We want to get a GoFundMe account. We're going to be doing some fundraisers and so many things as we do this. Like I said, we've got 35, 40 of these to put up. I at first wanted just 10. There goes Dave. He dreams big. And I love that. Dave told me, we going to do 40. I said, okay, Dave. All right. Hey. So that's good. That's good. We're just going to have a good time. But I still want to know what you do. What's Dream House doing? Tell us a little bit about Dream House, there,
Dream House, we have a lot going on right now. This weekend, we just participated in the Biz Savvy Artist Academy, which is an annual conference that's put together for artists and entrepreneurs to basically educate them on the business side of things. So taken away from, and that's what Dream House is about. We realize that there's so many talented people, but very few people know the business. So that's what we come in at. So it was a great opportunity for us to come in and, just showcase our business and talk to the artists, talk to the entrepreneurs, and let them know what our services are. David Banner was the keynote, and he was phenomenal. Amazing brother. That was my first time hearing him speak publicly, and it was great. It was awesome. So big shout out to Biz Savvy Artist Conference Academy, and also the Atlanta Black Chambers, who was one of the big sponsors of the event. So, but yeah, Dream House is moving. We have one of our clients, race car driver Jason Alder. He just got picked one out of 10 race car drivers. He is in the final 6 to compete this week in Tennessee. If he makes it to the top 2, he will be representing the USA in the Formula 4 Festival out in Europe in October.
Wow.
Yeah. So, we're rooting for him. We have some things going in the pipeline for him, Jazzy McBee. So Dream House is working.
How can these up and coming artists and stars get in contact with you?
They can go to the website, dreamhousemanagement.com, or hit us up on Facebook or Instagram at Dreamhouse Management, email info@dreamhousemanagement.com. And our focus is on branding and helping to build things from the foundation up, and just, bringing that vision to reality. That's what we do, for helping you to fulfill that dream.
That's what's up. We've got an exciting show. Everybody, make sure y'all hit that up, dreamhousemanagement.com. We've got a great show today. We have the amazing Yamaya Faye, supermodel, entrepreneur, wellness expert, image consultant. I mean, this woman is incredible. And I remember she did our last show, and it was one of the highest rated shows. And she
absolutely.
Yeah.
And Chris, super mom.
Yeah.
Super
mom. That's right. Because she has a little mini me. She has a mini me. I never seen a Negro with a mini me, and this is amazing. Because it's just because she's beautiful, mama beautiful, and they all do beautiful things.
Exactly.
No, I love it. This, to me, they're family. And we need to go to Spain, do a show out of Spain. And as soon as the COVID gets over, we're going to have to go on over there.
That'd be wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to go on over there and do our thing. But anyway, a lot of people kept saying, hey, we love what she made last time. And they wanted her back, and we were looking, all the guests and everything, and it's just like, it was just overwhelming. So tell the audience now who hasn't been able to see her, you got the bio? So we can give them run it down. All right.
So, Yamaya Faye is the author of What the Diet and Fitness Industry Don't Tell You, founder of Create Your Own Identity, which provides holistic life coaching, image consulting, and empowerment speaking services to individuals who desire to create their own identity and lifestyle. She's also the creator of In Divine Balance, which provides sessions on spiritual development, meditation, yoga, health, wellness, and more. So anything in capturing health and wellness, mind, body, and soul, that is the lovely Yamaya Faye.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Yamaya Faye, her heirs, Jarlene.
Okay, well.
But there you go. She just bust on the screen with a watermelon. That's awesome.
Watermelon, I forgot I had to put my watermelon and my fresh berries, so I had to grab those. How are you, handsome?
I am good, beautiful. How are you?
Well, I'm good. I'm a little cansada, a little tired, and I still had to get my yoga in, and then, had to make sure I was here on time for you.
Hey, listen, and I appreciate that, okay? Because there's no color people time on this program. Know what I mean?
Just the correct color people time, okay?
Right. Listen, I want to welcome you back to the show. We all love you. We love you. We love what you represent. We love what you've done. You've done so much. And now you come out of what city in the States?
I came out of Chicago, but I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay, so we're coming out of Chicago. I got a lot of friends for some reason that's coming, that's like in Chicago. Chicago is really special. I went to Chicago, and had that pizza and them hot dogs. I love Chicago.
Oh, you better tell the truth. Don't forget the popcorn.
What makes their popcorn so special?
That gourmet popcorn? Oh my God, that gourmet popcorn
really?
Is the bomb.
Okay.
It's really good, but all this stuff in moderation, because it's all good, but moderation.
Listen, one thing that I know we talked about in the pre-interview is I know you have this situation where you really it's like create your own image. You're working with young women, giving a great sense of self in what you do. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, create your own identity. It started a long time ago. Of course, it started with the self. Starting and working out, trying to basically be discovered in the fashion and image industry. So coming into modeling when I could say our, style, color of woman wasn't so popular. So it was one of those things that I had to really get in, learn the ins and outs, how to take, pictures, do my own makeup. I had to learn all these different things. But while I was doing that, at the same time, I was seeing, other ladies that were dealing with self-esteem issues as I was. And it just, the more I started to tap into helping myself and just kind of channeling my thoughts and energies and not listening to anyone else, I started to develop. And then later, after I left New York City, I went back home to Florida and I started to teach. And there is where I started to really just expand everything that I went through as far as learning the ins and outs of the industry, as well as just for myself, how to better present myself. Because a lot of agencies I was walking in and they were going, "Excuse me, you want a job? You look like you already have a job." Wow. That's how I chose to carry myself. And I started to educate young ladies. And at first it was like from 15 to 18-year-olds. And what I found was, okay, they're coming in here to learn social etiquette because most of these young ladies were, of course, from corporate families, so they wanted to put them in somewhere so they can learn some, etiquette, grooming, where to put your fork, where not to, this type of thing. And as well as modeling and acting to, some of them wanted to further their career. So it was like a total type of package. And in that, I started to realize that I was doing a lot more than just teaching these ladies how to, put on some makeup and, sit properly in this. I was actually the mama, you become the mother. And I started to curtail or to basically customize curriculums that was based on what I knew, what was not being said, and what I saw that it was a need. And I would see and get a lot of the mothers coming and be actually waiting outside to say, okay, you're the lady, because I saw that, Beth's daughter was doing the right thing and she's not smoking anymore, because these young girls are like rich young girls. They just, hey, they do whatever they feel like and have it. So the parents really wanted to put them in something that would give them some structure. So once they started to see that these young ladies were a lot more than what they thought was going to come back when they returned home, they really wanted to, push, hey, can you take more people? Can you take more, ladies? And from there, I started to become, known. And I had colleges and professors that would ask me in to speak and motivate their students. And so then it went from those 15-year-olds all the way up to 23-year-olds. And from 23-year-olds, it went up to the corporate women. And it kind of just kept evolving as I allowed it. So create your own identity is that first thing that is yourself. I mean, you're the one that you see when you wake up in the morning first. When you look in the mirror, you come to and you really see yourself. Yeah.
I think that's excellent. I think, raising that self-esteem, building that character. I saw my daughter and she's just absolutely wonderful. We're going to meet her in a few. And she's lost a lot of weight. She's getting beautiful here. She's fine as hell. Now, I know that's bad to say that. He's thinking that old man. But no, she is.
No, she's doing good. It's good. It's kind of esteem, yeah? We need that. I mean, that self-esteem was so huge, and I could see that in the area of which I was teaching, as well as in our communities, that were looking at what I was doing to not be something that, we needed to do. However, it has taught me so much and helped me in so many ways socially, because it allowed me to open myself up and not stay within a box. And yet at the same time, expand and teach other people to do this, where they could go out and secure a contract where they came in first to learn about, putting hair and makeup together. But all of that is the embodiment of what you have to do anyway every day. You have to present yourself, but you first have to feel good about yourself, because you can really look fabulous. As we know, people can look really fabulous, but actually be tore up on the inside. Really be tore up.
Yeah. Right.
Dealing with issues. So you have to be able to, deal with issues. So I would actually give a lot of different examples of sessions where literally I would make ladies, ask the ladies to paint their face, makeup on this side and makeup, no makeup on this side, speak affirmations into the mirror. So I was doing a lot of discipline that I had not known was something that is now operating, and people are speaking more about affirmations and visual boards. I was doing all these things based off of what I had to do for myself and how I could better project that and give that particular structure to someone else so they could do it for themselves. So go on.
One of the things that I noticed is two things. One is, you're right. A lot of times we can put on all that makeup.
Yeah.
And you're behind the facade, you're behind the mask, and then you generate a positivity, whatever. And then when it comes off, there are a lot of women that feel, like you said, there's the behind the scenes, you're down about it. One thing I admire about you is a lot of times when I look on your page, you'll come with no makeup.
Yes, I should.
And and I will tell you, I've hit you up and said, girl, that's awesome. You need to keep right. And so your freedom with makeup and without makeup, I love to see young women feel that without it, you're just as beautiful. Or more often than not, you're more beautiful than the makeup is. To me, that's just because you can't hide who you really are. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can put on less than that. And that was the biggest thing. And even now, of course, a matured woman, you're dealing with a lot of different women, as well as men, that think that the external things that you add to them actually make them, when that's not true. You actually make the things that you've added onto you.
Exactly.
That it's your energy, it's your vibration, it's what you believe about yourself. So a lot of times, and we can see that happening as well in the community or collective consciousness, where people are saying, okay, if you're wearing your natural hair, that makes you more in touch with yourself. No, not necessarily, because you can still wear your natural hair and not be dealing with, or haven't dealt with your trauma or healed in a certain area. So one must be able to look at the spirit first within the self, that energy. And so if spirit is too big of a word for people to really get their mind around, it's the energy and the vibration of somebody who presents themselves to it. So without makeup, I'm still going to be the same one. I'm still going to be doing the antics that I'm doing now. I'm still going to be projecting that. And then what I found was the little or nothing makeup made people think that I had a whole bunch of makeup. I'm like, wait a minute, baby, no, honey, I woke up like this. I woke up like this. So, but it's something I had to start to love myself, and not what the exterior, industry would say. This is what they deem as being beautiful, or this is what they deem. It's kind of like you say, take the good and apply what you need to it, and lose the rest. Yeah.
I noticed with men. I had an experience last year, whatever. He was younger than me, and although he had some gray coming in, and I remember I saw the gray. I said, "Okay, that's cool." And he came in to the show, and it was all dark, And I was like, "Whoa!" In my mind, I was like, "Something happened. What happened?" I said, "Dude, what you do?" He said, "Man, put that down. I can't go out like that." I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I remember years ago, I myself, I said I put some dye on my gray so far. I look crazy. You know what I'm saying? I look like a fool. I was like, how can you got a 50-year-old face with now you got 30-year-old blackness on it. I was confused, Yamaya. I was confused. So I said, I'm going to embrace my gray. You feel me? I'm going to embrace who I am.
But that's good. I really, truly believe that it is based on one's consciousness of their self, that how they feel and how they vibrate. That's what sells you. I mean, everyone is a salesman or woman, because you walk out every day saying hi to somebody, doing something. You are on stage of yourself. That's why you have to show up for yourself. So today, okay, well, I want to cut all my hair off. That's how I'm vibrating. Then I need to own that. And not, because some people will do that just as a trend. They'll do it because I need to fit. No, you do it because that's how you're vibrating. So once you own, and I call that ownership of self, everybody wants to own everything but themselves. There's a lot of stuff that's involved in there.
And they're affected by the opinions of others, which is really dangerous to you. It's deadly to you. Because you'll never be able to live up to the opinion. I don't give a shit. I don't care. And I say care, K-E-R. I don't care what your opinion is about me, because it doesn't fill my vet up. It doesn't pay, it doesn't do anything for me but cause me to second guess myself. And that's something that I don't want to do. And I say this for myself, for my friends and family. You are when you get up in the morning, you are beautiful as you are. You are beautiful as you are. And you will be as beautiful as you think you are.
Yes,
you see
yes. You place yourself in that. Place yourself in that. And this is what I found, even with dealing with a lot of ladies or encountering a lot of women, whether they were in my sessions or not, or just regularly just in business networking, or it's like one of those things. I can tell that she owns that. Where people would put so much on how much your dress costs, regardless if I was designing couture dresses for ladies. I didn't care if I was designing it and getting it. I would go get something from Zara. To me, it's what vibrates with me is the sellability of what it is that I'm adding on to me. because we all were born naked, you know, and some of us, you know, look kind of good naked, but we need to put some clothes on.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? The beautiful thing is, I've always had this attitude, even from high school. You know, I make what I got. What I got doesn't make me. You know, and you know, I remember all my friends had Cadillacs, this, and I had a '66 Mustang. But you know what? I pimped that bad boy out. You know what I'm saying? And it was just as cool. And my high school friends probably looking and listening, they know what I'm talking about. I had a little baby blue, pastel blue '66 Mustang, but I still was rolling. And had my
blue kind of, you like blue.
That's true. Okay, listen, that's great. All right, now you're going to prepare something for us. Give us a little idea of what we're looking forward to today.
Okay, so in compass of everything that we're talking about, especially when we're talking about creating your own identity, and owning of thyself, so you need to own your temporal. You know, some people will say, you know, your spirit with a body, and others say your body's in your spirit. Either way, it's yours. So I am going to do my Divine 7. I absolutely love him. And this is a whole bunch of grains. It's a lot of grains, which are very good for you, as Absolutely. Well as, and specifically if you're dealing with blood issues, this is very good. And if you need, you know, the high fiber, if you need fiber, protein, but I found, because I needed to make sure that my glucose and things were steady, but at the same time, I was able to build and maintain my muscle. I'm trying, you know, I'm getting up there, getting young, so I got to be able to, you know, stand with a certain thing.
And you know what? It's so important. The older I get, the more important it is for me to keep things moving.
Oh my gosh! Tell the truth.
Got to keep it moving.
Truth. So here's a few of my grains. So if you look down here, here's a few of the grains here. So okay. We've got all of our, let me move that out of the way. So we've got our spelt, our oats, our quinoa, our amaranth, our sesame seed, our chias, and our omegas, right? Right. I call them my Divine 7 because it's these 7 different grains. You can use more because there are some TED you can add in them, but they all do very well. They fuse very well with each other. So what you can start with is just your regular water. Of course, make sure that your water is good. Okay, really good. Alkaline, natural water. I simply just go ahead and let it boil. And with the spelt, as you can see, with the spelt, this here is very hard grain. So I put this in first and let it boil. I started doing this again because I needed to make sure that my glucose was good, as well as maintain a nice circulation with my blood flow, making sure my gut with digestion was really good, because I was getting up and I was moving around. I was absolutely moving around. Okay, so I'm gonna add all the rest of the ingredients. As I said before, you can choose not to use your quinoa. This is a mixed quinoa. I love quinoa.
I love quinoa.
So you know already, fiber, minerals, it's gluten-free as well. So this is really good. So I put this in on top of that spelt. Now, this recipe actually is probably about, I would say 45 minutes. Yeah, depending on the texture and what you put in it. The spelt is the thing that needs to actually cook the longest. Yeah, it's the one that needs to cook the longest. Okay, so then I'm putting in my amaranth as well. The sesame seed, I'm gonna do the sesame seed. And we know all about those properties too. Yeah. Now the oatmeal, I'm going to save for last, because what happens with this is, to me, the oatmeal happens to be like the glue. It's the glue. I did make some, and in here you can see, this is actually sea moss. I'll bring it to you a little bit so you don't have to come.
I love
it. So I've already basically cleaned the sea moss and blended it. So because sometimes of course, it's really good by itself, but you can use it as a replacement. So this right now is a example, meaning the oats are an example of how you can get all of these grains to kind of solidify, and they make such a, almost like a creamy base, but you do have to allow this to boil. So I've had the stove on for a while, but I'm going to turn it up because you can, of course, cook it faster. If you choose not to use the spelt, you will lessen the time, because the spelt is the one that takes the longest. And I happen to, of course, enjoy the spelt because of the energy that it gives me, as well as the sustaining of my weight, because I need to sustain the weight. Okay, so I just let it stir up a little bit. I'm gonna put the top on it, then I'll add in some of the chia seeds. And these are the things that most of us kind of get caught up in. I still do use a butter. This is a vegan butter, so I'll put a little bit of the butter in the pot. And then I'll show you my other part of why I really like these grains. Because as they start to boil and they start getting tender, we're gonna add some other things like cacao. Okay.
Some what? What was that?
Cacao.
Cacao. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, some cacao. So if you want to make sure, if you want a chocolate fix, right, then that would be what you would use. So now, again,
since I'm pre-diabetic or people that have diabetic, cacao is really good for you.
Exactly.
And especially the higher the number, the better it is, and you can still get your chocolate fix on and stay in the safety zone, right?
So I just put just a little bit of the butter, and you can use regular butter. It's up to you, but I wouldn't put any salt because of the way that I like to eat this. It's definitely in the rising, and it stays longer. It actually stays a long time. So as you let it, let me go back to this. As you let it boil, the higher you turn up the fire, then you can add the rest of the remaining things in. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time, and then I'll start adding all the rest in, and then we put the top onto it, and it will, we allow it to cook down. Yeah, so it'll make somewhat like a, what we call, like a mashed potato, like this type of thing, but you more, I don't want to call it porridge. For me, it's just divine seven, the divine grains, but it's like having oatmeal, but better to me.
Right, which is my favorite food.
Okay, so I turned that up. Now, so we're gonna add our cacao. So we have all our grains. We're gonna add our cacao.
Bring it down just a little bit, Eris. Just a little bit, Eris. Tilt it.
Yep,
okay.
down. Is it there? Yeah. Now it's down. Yeah, great. Okay. Yep, you're good.
Put some cacao. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yes, some cacao. Okay, so if you see, there's definitely a lot of water in there. Yeah.
Right.
The oatmeal helps absorb that water. All we're concerned about, if you can see there, yeah, you can see there. You see the grains?
Yes.
The seeds. Okay. So all we're concerned about is getting them to boil down just enough where they're tender, and then we'll add everything else. So while we're here, though, I will go ahead and add our different other grains. I'm going to go ahead and add them in.
Now, are these grains easily accessible?
Digestible.
No, accessible, like
accessible. Oh, okay, accessible. Now, you will have to search them out. You definitely will have to go into a natural store. I imagine Whole Foods would have it. As it's kind of like it's a necessity. They have grains and different things of this sort. Now, teff, I would say teff is very difficult, and teff is high in protein and gluten-free, this type of thing, as well as it helps with our constipation or digestive system. Teff is kind of hard to find, as well as amaranth can be kind of difficult. So sometimes you definitely have to go to a specialty store for those. I find I'm in Spain and I do get certain things outside of that, like even the sea moss, I have to like go out Ireland, this type of thing, you know, it hunt it out and have it shipped to me. So, but outside of that, yeah, quinoa, I would say quinoa was definitely something that you should be able to find.
Oh, we definitely very plentiful.
Yeah, I believe so. So those are the ones that Teff, amaranth, you really have to search those out. Really have to search those out.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So it is already starting to boil, and I turned it up, which is really good. I turned it up. Yeah. So you can see it, and then we're just gonna I'm gonna put the lid on it, and then we'll just go over to our sea moss because we want our sea moss. We're just gonna put a little bit of sea moss in here as well. You don't have to, but for me, I like adding sea moss as much as possible to all the dishes because you can't really taste what people assume you can from the sea. You can't really taste the sea taste, as they said. But sea moss is packed with a whole bunch of minerals, you know? So it's a good thing.
I have a friend, her name is Tesh, and Teshi sells sea moss. She sent me some and came in a jar.
Yeah.
And sort of like a gel type of scenario. Now, I understand the ingredients and the nutritious benefits of sea moss. I would just take a teaspoon or a tablespoon, just down that bad boy myself in the morning. Sea moss is very, very, and so, but you're including that in the cooking, so it just melts down and just blends in with the.
Yes, I do. Okay, so I had some made because I did do some cooking earlier. I had some already made prior to, so you can see it. And it's very gel-like, and I put it in everything, the smoothies. So after we finish here, I'm going to take the watermelon that I took out and make a watermelon juice, you know? Adding my sea moss, the mint, and lime, and just have a nice juice.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Candace, is your stomach growling? Candace?
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that's boiling. It's really boiling, and it'll start making a ferment on the top, so you'll be able to see because the cacao will start to lift at the top. I'm going to add another teaspoon of cacao because I like it. I like to be able to taste that it's chocolate. So if you need a chocolate fix, this is really, really good, especially in a rising. And again, as I said, I make a big pot of it, so I'm able to go throughout the next couple days. Usually it lasts about 3 to 4 days, and that depends on how much I'm eating or the bigger portion, which is usually this is the size portion that I eat. Okay, which is
so
really
now
good.
I remember your heiress had said that it's a breakfast food.
She said
it's a breakfast food.
Yes, it's breakfast. Okay. Last time I did the divine harvest, the harvest, which is my greens. I thought this time it makes sense to let's do something for breakfast because it's the start of the day. If you're going to have breakfast, a lot of people may not eat breakfast, and they choose to have, I don't know, a coffee, donuts, something that gets them, that they believe wakes them up. This here will definitely wake you up, sustain you. I found as well because I would go and hit the gym and then I would do some to later relax my muscles. I would start doing some yoga. I took these grains in during the rising and then have a protein shake later, almost like 3:30 or 4, and I'm sustained. And it's really good, and it doesn't cause so much bloating because of what it is. It's grains. It's all good for you. It's kind of like that eating
takes away the
say bird seeds.
Right. And listen for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Can you just turn to the side for a minute? Look at that waistline. Look at that waistline, girl. You need to.
Me.
You need to stop. Look at you.
Me.
I see you.
Like, what?
I see you. Look at that waist. But
I'm trying to get my, I'm starting to get make those stacks here. You know, I want that. You know, later it'll be good. It'll be real good.
Hey, but you're doing a
But
good
it
job.
does.
Good job.
Thank you. Okay, so it's cooking. It's definitely cooking. Now, what I will say, and I'm missing something. As this is boiling, which is it's starting to get to a point where I can add 1 or 2 tablespoons of the sea moss, and it'll just blend right on into your mixture. And that can be with anything. Okay, that's with anything. I put it in my what I call super strong. Super strong tea in the rising, which is, you know, with the fennel, the ginger, a tablespoon of this horsetail, which is all about our skin, digestive, anti-inflammatory, which is, again, anti-inflammatory properties with these seeds. You will not believe when you try this how satisfied you will feel, not full, but satisfied you will feel. And you're like, these are a bunch of seeds. But your body will let you know when, if you haven't had it in a while, that you need to go back to it. So as this is cooking, I usually put this on the side, and I've had this many different ways. So sometimes I will make a berry, like a little berry mix. Let me see. There's a little berry mix. I'll make a little berry mix.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, but I'll add in lime and mint. Not many people eat, well, I shouldn't say that. There are people that really don't like mint. I like to have mint. I think it spices up everything. It's really good for you, but you know, everything in moderation. So I put my mint inside as well as with the lime, which gives the flavor to everything that's in your bowl mix. So you don't have to use the berries that I'm using, but it's a good choice. Antioxidants, darling, antioxidants.
That's right.
Really good. So I'm just gonna chop them up, the mint. And
Bring the camera down just a little bit, darling. Yeah, that's right. Just angle it down. Yeah, okay.
Okay. So I chop up my mint, and then I'm gonna put my mint into the bowl of fruit, squeeze in my lime.
Wow, that's like, man.
Oh God, it smells. I love the way it smells. Okay. So let's do this. And I'm not really particular about, I mean, you can see. And then I'm just gonna squeeze in the lime and fold it over. And if you can take a look here at the grains, and you can see what I mean.
Right. You know what I find interesting, I never would have thought to mixing quinoa with oatmeal, because you can actually do quinoa by itself as a breakfast food. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
That's why, yes, that's another reason why I didn't put too much quinoa in it, because quinoa does expand. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, but it's really freaking delicious. It's absolutely delicious in this mix, because it helps. Remember, we're talking about seeds, grains, you know. You gotta bite really hard, but if you allow it to cook, they start to get softened. And with having the oatmeal as well as the quinoa, it helps fuse everything. So you're getting a nice like mashed potato, this type of texture, this type of thing. Okay, so just going to just fold over. This is going to be so divine. Now you don't have to just use these fruits for this. I mean, it's really good to put in if you were making your own parfait, you know?
I know. Beautiful. It is.
Your own parfait, if you're making that would be really, really good as well. And I use it in like, I don't know if you've seen my unberry pie, because I make an unberry pie from scratch and you put the berries inside. Oh my God. The depth is, you don't have to use many things, which we will discuss when it comes to adding the different sugars. Like, you don't have to add a sugar because you have berries such as this, fresh berries on the side, as well as you can either use a grapefruit. I've used grapefruit. I've also used the nectarines in season, which are really, really good. And I've used the green apple with sprinkling a little bit of lime as well as cinnamon on it, dicing them up, already putting them in the refrigerator so it's prepped and ready to go. Depending on how much more you want in your, let's say, or you need in your body, this is adding a bonus. And of course, this is the avocado. This is bonus. Because yes, atypically, my bowl would go something to the sort. It would be my grains, then going into, which I'll get out, which is my coconut yogurt. I would get my coconut yogurt, the banana, and the fruit, and I'll put it on. Next time, I'll do something completely different with the grains because they're so versatile. Okay, so it's getting to a point now that I can add the oatmeal.
Bring the camera down a little bit. Okay.
Good, okay.
That's what's up. Okay. Oh my God, Candace,
So,
girl.
We're just gonna keep adding, and then we'll fold it over, and I'm gonna, again, as I said, I'm gonna add some more cacao.
Okay, you really want to be chocolatey today. That's beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna add some more. The last bit of it. Okay.
See, that's why everybody loves you. That's why we brought you back. Your cake is just the bomb. I love it.
I appreciate it. It is really, really good though. So you can just see it's now, the oats are taking up absorbing the water. I'm gonna put some more chocolate, some cacao in there. And right about now, you can start if you wanted to add the sugar, but I'm gonna add the cacao again, another tablespoon of cacao. See now the chocolate lovers. Okay. Yes.
Wow.
And it smells so divine. Oh my God, it smells so freaking good. Really, really nice. Okay.
Candace, hold on. Candace, we're going to be able to have like the recipe and stuff or all of that for our views, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good.
I need that recipe for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the lid back on. I'm gonna do a little bit more of the prepping, which is just to put this stuff in the bowl. And again, as I said, this usually takes about 45 minutes in total, and it's just really about the spelt. If you're gonna put the spelt in there, you want to, depending on you, really. But once you taste spelt and it's kind of, no, you don't want it like that. You want it with just enough texture, almost like you're cooking pasta, al dente. You want just a little bit.
I gotta make that. But see, you are what you eat. You are what you eat.
Okay, now let's look. Come closer. You see what I mean?
Right.
This is so, you will like, okay, really, plain oatmeal? Yeah. Oatmeal is good, but even my oatmeal, I put cacao in it. I still add certain things, so I might as well just make the divine seven, yeah? So this is now, I'm just gonna let this cook down a little bit. I'm gonna speak to you a little bit about the sugars, what you can do based on your need, yeah? As well as what I add. Now that we got the butter, we got all of our seeds and everything boiling up really nice. I'm going to add a little bit of probably 2 tablespoons because it's a rather big pot. 2 tablespoons of my sea moss. Okay, so you see the sea moss.
Wow.
And watch, it's going to help thicken this up even more. So just 2 tablespoons. Yep. 2 tablespoons. We do that. Get that going. Now remember I said you can use butter or you can choose not to use butter. That's up to you. But look, you can tell it's already starting to form. No different than oatmeal because the oatmeal and the quinoa is helping it, muster up that whole cloth. Okay, like this is really a nice consistency. Yeah. Put down just a little bit more. If you notice, I didn't say anything about salt. Okay, because with your grains, I have found I like to now put the flavoring in, if you want to call it that. I'm going to put in some Himalayan salt. Definitely going to put in cinnamon, and we know about cinnamon, how good it is for our glucose, hello, diet, weight loss. So I just atypically put in what I deem appropriate, but I would advise for most people, especially with a big pot like this, you're going to want to put in 1 to 2 tablespoons, you know, if
I love cinnamon.
suits you, because you have to like cinnamon to put it in there. But I enjoy it. So I'm just going to sprinkle on some now, but it's really cooking up now where I don't want to get popped. So I'm just putting on top.
And cinnamon is so good for diabetics.
Yes,
so
facts. Facts. So it's really starting to cook up now. So I'm going to, y'all hear the sizzling, right? It's about the 10. Okay. So sugar. Now you can do date sugar. As well as brown sugar. I like to use stevia, and I use because you only need a little. Oh my God, stevia is so potent, and you get it green or white, yeah. But stevia is really good, and it's still really good too, as well as managing your glucose. Where I can bake a cake and they'll call for 1 cup for this, and I can just put, 1 tablespoon or a half a tablespoon, because it's so potent and so pure. So I use the stevia, and because it's there now, we're closing in. We're there. Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this though. That's
okay. So we'll just put in our stevia. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put in my Himalayan salt, just a pinch of that. Even though the depth of this is, anybody that cooks with Himalayan salt, you gotta put 2 pinches of salt. Because the step is, or you can use, as a matter of fact, you can use the sea salt, but you won't be able to, I should say, you will, but you must be conscious about how much salt you're putting in there, because you'll kill the whole point of the grains.
Right.
That's another reason why, oh my God, this is going to be divine. Okay, so you want to make sure that you embody the grains. Again, we discussed that last time when we cook our food too much. Grains are an exception because, of course, they're seed-like. All right, so you can kind of see that already.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
You can already see that. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
So nice. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put the top on it. Let it rest and kind of take some of these things away. I'll taste some more to flavor when it comes to how sweet I want it, because I'm going to be adding all of the fruits on top of it. And my coconut cream or coconut yogurt. You can use whatever type of yogurt if you want to use that. That's the depth. It's if you want to use it. Yeah. So this is basically it. It's really simple. Of course, we have to put out the whole presentation, but it's like this, and you will have it in the refrigerator for the next couple days. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. It's so nutritious. It's so nutritious. And you know what? That's healing. That is healing. That's not destroying yourself. That is healing yourself. I always say Hippocrates said, let thy food be thy medicine, and let thy medicine be thy food. And there's such truth, and especially today with us trying to improve our immune system in terms of making it stronger. It takes stuff like this to make that, to protect yourself. That's just real. And seeing you do it in the ingredients that you're using, I can tell it tastes, we're not losing taste in that.
No.
Or flavor.
No. you don't want to lose the flavor. You trust you don't want to lose flavor. It's kind of like, of course, I was joking with you before, but real talk. Once you have it, your oats, they won't seem the same. They won't seem the same at all. Just regular oats. Did you turn it on?
What's wrong? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good. I have to make sure that, okay, I could see you in the camera. Are you still there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
There you go. Okay, I can see you now. Okay. All right, beloved. So I'm gonna just kind of clean up a little bit. I can't stand dirty kitchen, honey. I do not like a dirty kitchen.
Well, listen, Jolene, put the camera on the stand and come around so we can see you.
Oh, you mean
Yes.
Eris? Eris.
Hey, that's her daughter, ladies.
Yes, I'm the heiress.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And you are improving. I just want to let you know I see you. You look great. I see the work that you're doing on the on your page. And it's good that young women are taking care of themselves. You're being
Yes.
great. Yeah. That's
It's good you start young and then, I look like her when I'm older, you know what I mean?
Hey, listen, I'm just telling you. You and your mother look absolutely wonderful. Don't you think, Candace? Candace.
They are stunning, Chris. And look, those are goals for me and my daughter.
Oh,
lovely.
Right.
Lovely.
That's right. And so have you tasted this before? Obviously.
Excuse me, wait. Did you just ask me that? Have I tasted it before?
Welcome to Dumbass Productions. I'm the CEO. That was a dumbass question. Yes, it tastes great. It tastes great.
Yes, it tastes so nice. Absolutely. It's really, really good. Like, I haven't had normal oatmeal in like forever. Not after having this. So delicious.
Now, do you know how to prepare it?
That's the thing. I have never made this. That's like one of those things that I just have her make it because it's a treat for me having her make it for me.
Right.
I cook her other things. She don't cook all the time. We swap. But this is definitely one that, I'm gonna let her cook that because it's so freaking good. It's smelling good too.
Now I remember that you and your mother went to cooking school.
Yes, we did.
Tell us a little bit about that, because that was hilarious. Y'all just did such,
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. How was that?
It was really, really nice experience. We went to London, and we went with a retreat chef by the name of Bettina, and she cooks some plant-based, vegan food and stuff. We were cooking cheese, baking cheese, vegan cheese, breads, chocolate. Oh my God, we were eating every single day, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was just so nice, and it was really nice to get the knowledge so we can use it in our own, cooking and recipes and stuff. It was a lovely experience. Absolutely. I really did like it a lot. Yeah.
Good. You did it. So you graduated, you got your certificate and so forth. Now,
yes. And looking forward to doing retreats and stuff like this. And I spoke in the kitchen.
Right. Now y'all have like your own television type of, so what is it called? What is it called?
Yes, okay, our television network, we'll say, we're putting that out there. FGTV is Feel Good TV by Yamaya and JQ. And then our sub-channels are In the Kitchen. Then we have places to go and things. So travel one, and then we have health and wellness. We have a whole bunch of other channels branched off. We do a whole bunch of things. So we just making sure it's our life. So we're just basically putting our life out there and hopefully to inspire and empower other people as well. So yeah. That's it.
Okay, because I noticed that you and your mom go to these mansions and decorate them, and you know, you have to be good. when they let you in their mansion, and you got to be. And
Exactly.
I've seen work, and the results have been absolutely wonderful. You've traveled all around the world. I've seen you as you traveled to Egypt, Kemet, and wonderful pictures. You know, I'm very deep into, as you can see above me. I'm very.
That is beautiful.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, because I just go back to my roots. But all the pictures that you've done from there, you learned a lot. Was that your first time going?
Yes, first time going, and we're definitely going to go again because it was a lot of information we had to absorb. So definitely the next time, oh my God, we'll just be more relaxed because we were like up at like 5 a.m. and back at like 12 at night. It was a big hectic, but obviously we enjoyed it. The next time, more relaxed and really take in everything. But it was a lovely experience.
Now, I know for a fact that in Kemet, centuries ago, they were really into frequency and vibration. In fact, the Great Pyramid is tuned to F sharp. That's how deep they were. That's why when they tell me, you know, slaves built the pyramids, it's like, no. In the first place, the pyramids were there before the Egyptians got there. but more importantly, you can't beat a slave on the back and make them tune. You can't, you know, that has to come from somewhere else. When you were there, did you feel a certain sense of vibrancy or frequency, or did you feel it? A lot of people say they feel things when they were there.
Definitely when you're open to that frequency, you will feel it. Of course, other people can go there and be like, oh, cool, pyramid, oh, this or that. Once you really open yourself to it and know that it's there, definitely it's something that you can feel because you're vibrating on that frequency. So yes, I felt it. Yaya felt it. There was times where, because we were with a group of women, there was times where we were just like really like meditating in the state and just really feeling the energy. We went to the cement tomb. The cement, with the statue. And so it was absolutely lovely, but you got to be on that frequency to feel it. You can't just be a normal tourist or anything like that, you know, taking photos. Facts.
Hey, listen, you know, y'all family, I'm with you. Another thing that I noticed that you guys did, which was a beautiful thing, was you dressed the part. Yeah, you absolutely.
It's a feeling. It's a vibration. What we were talking about earlier. It's a feeling and vibration. No, I'm not going there and just put on some regular clothes. Right. I felt that sense of royalty. It was to me, it was a much needed journey because I'd already journeyed within. The depth is we go, wherever we go, we take ourselves with us. So most people want to leave their situation, but they still have the same mindset. So you got to change your mindset. So once you're in a different situation, you'll realize you're in a different situation. It's just facts. Yeah. I walk around the house anyway. I love to wear my long gowns and stuff like that. So why wouldn't I do it in a place that represents our divine divinities? And with that being said, I have to show you because it is. You don't have to. I have to show you because we're down to the simmering part. We actually were there a lot sooner, and I'm just going to tilt it over a little bit. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, you can see that.
Oh, wow. Stir it up. Stir it. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Delicious. Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so that is done.
And that will last you all day. Let me tell you something, because I'm deep in the oatmeal and stuff. No, you eat that in the morning, you're not going to be hungry till about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, it's fast. Exactly. You just need water unless you're working out because you will. It helps, you know, a lot of times. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. Okay. The other thing I wanted to say with this is use a non-stick pan so you can allow it to actually cook. And even if it sticks at the bottom, I get a wooden spoon and I lift whatever has stuck at the bottom, but it won't be burnt. It just dissolves back into it. Even along the sides, when we cook foods and we get sauce along the sides, you can go in along the side or at the bottom and you can bring up the bottom and it dissolves right into the rest of the pot. It's absolutely divine. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'm gonna just serve it up on a plate, which is, a bowl, actually. And, I'll try it for you.
Candace, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, Candace?
Another amazing show, Chris. I am looking forward to making this myself.
Me too.
I'm an oatmeal person, so for breakfast. So I would love to, prepare this dish.
Oh, here, I'll use it.
I know, and it's so good for you. It's so good for you.
Yeah.
And I wish parents would make that for their children.
Yeah.
Yes. I wish I had known this before. I would have made it for the twins, most definitely. Because you can cook it down and it's good for them. Oh my God, it's really good for them.
That's what I'm saying.
But just show you again before I finish it with garnish.
Go in and do your garnish. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask a question. So when you prepare this, can you put it in the fridge and have it for the next day? Like, can you make enough for the entire week, or is it best when it's fresh?
No. You can make, this is what I was saying. It will last for 3 or 4 days in the refrigerator. Okay. Like, I make a big pot, so I don't have to continuously go in the rising and tend to that. I can set my sights on what it is I'm set to do for the day. Okay. It will last because there's nothing in there. There's no milk, there's no dairy. You know what I mean? There's nothing that it will solidify into spoil. Mm-hmm. So it takes a minute. It's gonna take a minute because they're all seeds, of course. Yes. Okay. This one. Okay. The other thing is, I do like adding my some of us eat yogurts, but you can get coconut, coconut cream.
But yogurt is good. Yogurt is actually good for the gut, especially Greek yogurt.
This is true too. This is proper true too. So now I just literally just garnish just a little bit on the side of my grains and then put in my fruit. Atypically, as I said before, I use a banana. I will put banana in there. I just like bananas though.
I love bananas. Love bananas. Too much sugar though for me, but I love bananas.
Yes. And I use them though as a stimulant too because I work out so early in the rising. And then, so I just put this on the side so you can see it. But wait. There we go.
Oh wow! Look at that. So
you need to have the bananas. Okay, Eric, you gonna come in? Yes. Okay, so again, I have the fruits. So I have the other fruits. You can't add different fruits on top of here. I like this because it's such a suave. It goes in so well together. Are you gonna try?
Yes, I want to try, of course.
No, that's why she up there. She's gonna ask me. It's right there. I can't wait till Mama.
And it's hot. But adding the cool on top of that makes it really, really freaking good. If you do a coconut cream, oh my God, it settles with everything so well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so nice. Yeah.
Hey, so is that chocolate is kicking through, right?
Yes. And it depends on how much you put in it. Mm.
Oh, that's
damn. No, baby, seriously. Oh my God.
Okay, now you making everybody. Now you doing everybody wrong now.
Sorry.
Right.
Oh my God.
But facts on facts, it really is. It's freaking divine.
Hey, do me a favor. Take a picture of that so that we can post that up. So don't eat it up.
Oh yes.
I wanna.
Normally we would take a photo, but okay, we will.
Yeah, we'll take a photo. Put that up with it. Listen, thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Oh my God. Again, another magnificent show.
Well, thank you.
Educated. We've been, let it go, Jay. Let it go.
Yes. She's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, that's right, Mama.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
You should try it though. Please let me know if you try it.
I'm definitely gonna do it. I don't know if I'm not a cook, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Now, if
that's
I ever,
what you have to do.
If I ever find my queen, she's gonna have to learn that. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Not
take a
me.
few grains then. And Candace, if you do it, do let me know. I really would like to see what you think. We made this, or I made this for our retreat chef class. And they were like, what?
Yes, yes.
In London, they were like, what?
Yeah, yeah.
Facts, you know, because everybody's used to just having porridge, oatmeal, you know,
Yeah.
like seeds. What?
Yes. Yes.
So it's a really good mix, very good for you, helps sustain you, maintain the weight loss as well as your glucose. So
Any
those
questions?
are the key areas.
Any questions out there, Candace, from our audience?
No other questions, Chris.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you.
was incredible. And ladies and gentlemen, Yamaya and her daughter.
I'm there. Ciao, baby.
Ciao.
Bye
Ciao.
bye.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Welcome to YamayaFaye.com, where you can rise, stand, and be enlightened to service your higher self. Allow the abundance of healing and truth, prosperity, to resonate in your divine divinity. Explore the illumination of your conscious, unconscious, and subconscious mind, so you can create your own healthy reality, manifesting in real time. Asheo to the divine, feminine, and masculine principle, the ancestors and the universal force of life. Ankh Bujab Sanad Ned. Life, health, and prosperity. From your Empress, Yamoja.
That was beautiful. It's just straight beautiful, Ken. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Still.